Welcome to New Albany Boys Basketball right here on 88.1 WNAS New Albany. It's the Bulldog pregame show underwritten by Ruoff Mortgage. I'm Cooper Jaggers on play-by-play, being joined by my analyst, Mr. Tennis, Ethan Beliles. Ethan, were you honorable mention Hoosier Hills Conference, or was that your brother Tristan?
Oh, no, that was my brother. My brother who is better than me.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Bringing you coverage from, I would say, a little bit up the road, up here in a snowy Bloomington, as the Bloomington High School South Panthers take on your New Albany Bulldogs. The opening game here for the New Albany Bulldogs after a heartbreaking loss in the sectional championship game to the eventual state champion Jeffersonville Red Devils, but a lot of production being lost on that Jeff team. It seems like this could be New Albany's chance, Ethan.
Yeah, I think this is a good year. I'm excited for this year. I think everybody in New Albany is excited for this year. You know, last year, as you said, losing to the state champion for our division, and I think this year we definitely have a good chance at making a run. Hopefully we can go all the way. I think we have all the pieces, especially on the starting five, so it's looking up.
Back to what you were saying about the pieces, I think that is something that has really changed a lot of the team. I think the starting five for New Albany has gotten, I would say, exponentially better.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to call anybody out, but I think there was a lot of toxicity and there was a lot of selfishness with how the team played last year. I do not think that will be the case this year. Part of that, I think, is that sophomore Noah Washington will have a bigger role in the offense from what I've heard. Obviously with a player of his talent, you expect him to get the offense, get the ball every single time. But that will not happen this year. New Albany, another stellar freshman here in Carson Studemeyer. Yeah. How do you think they will work together, Carson Studemeyer and Noah Washington?
Well, I think it's definitely going to be a combo you're going to want to watch. Both of them are in the forward position. Is that correct?
Yes.
And so like the offensive production that's going to come when we have our starting five in it's going to be hard to beat by a lot of high schools across the state. So I think if we can play as a team, especially with those two, that's going to be the key for us, is playing as a team because all the pieces are there.
I think something that with Stud and Noah specifically, I feel like they are both under, I would say, a lot of they're under a massive weight of expectation.
Of course.
Part of that is due to how good they are on the court, but part of that is due to the players that have come before them. Your Romeo Langfords of the world, your Chad Hunters, your Sean East. I think those are the guys that they think that they've been really built up to their entire, since really middle school. I remember my sophomore year, we broadcasted the Scribner Middle School versus Hazelwood Middle School basketball game, the 8th grade game, and Noah Washington was playing. I told our then radio teacher time, Mr. Brian Sullivan, I told him, hey, I'll go in and do stats for the game, right? I was lying. I wanted to watch Noah Washington.
You wanted to watch.
I did. I wanted to watch Noah. He did not disappoint. He dunked on one dude, and then he had a 360 later in the game. I think Noah, there was a little bit of disappointment, I feel like, coming from the season he had last year, but I think that is more of based on the scheme that head coach Jason Jones likes to run. It's definitely not comparable to the scheme that Shannon ran back in the day where it was, give the ball to Romeo and get out of the way.
Yeah.
It seems that Jones is really focused more on building a collective unit rather than just giving the ball to Noah.
And that's really important when you want to build a team that's going to go far in the state tournament. You need to have a team because, somewhere through the season you could lose a few pieces. And it's good to know that you got guys that can step in. It's the next man up mentality is the key for a lot of sports, especially at the high school level. And if you have them collectively working as a team, it's going to be hard to stop them.
Not more so off the court than I feel on the court because you see a lot now, I feel like more so than ever in high school sports due to the presence of things like social media and how narratives can spread things. It is important to keep the team together as a collective unit of guys,
Right.
It is easy as a team for toxicity to grow as the season goes on, I feel, because you're around these guys all the time. You're busting your tail together in practice. You're going through the grind together. And sometimes you might think a guy's slacking off. You'll get mad about it. I think it's very important for a team that has, I would say, aspirations further than a big win tonight against Bloomington South. I think New Albany is eyeing up a potential run to the state championship just based on the fact that I think you were worse last year.
Yeah.
And you were one of Jeff's toughest opponents
Right.
for the past 2 seasons.
And they went all the way. So I think definitely big expectations coming on this season, and I think the guys can build on that. I think it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. But if they use it to their advantage and look up to the greats of New Albany basketball past and just try and build up to that and use that as an inspiration, I think that's definitely going to help them on this long road to the state tournament.
It's a long season ending in early March. There's a lot of new faces, though, I feel, not in terms of it's their first year on the team, except for one guy I am going to point out who is stepping into a new role for the New Albany Bulldogs, Mr. Grayson Grubbs, transferring in from Trinity, I believe.
Yeah.
Trinity or St. Trinity. I think Grayson will play a big role off the bench. There was a bit of a battle going on between him and then Seth Winslow to be the starting center. The New Albany Bulldogs enter the court for the second time, dressed in all black here tonight.
I like the jerseys. They look tough.
I'm gonna be real, man. I like the ones from last year more.
Really?
Yeah. I like the.
I mean, it's hard to go wrong with the classic blackout jersey and the little white stripe on the side. It's
a nice looking uniform.
Looks like we're ready to play.
I think what is now the JV jerseys look a little nicer. I gotta throw that back to the basketball team.
I mean,
a new face in the starting five that I think is really going to play a big role for the New Albany Bulldogs this season is starting point guard Reese McKee, taking over at the 1 following last season, where there really was no consistent point guard, I feel, for New Albany.
Yeah.
You had Jordan Treat, who was not really your point guard in the typical sense of the term. Rylan Shrink was I always thought was more of a big 2 that could go and get you a bucket.
Right.
Chris Lampkins is your guy down low. I think New Albany has a certified 1 now at the point guard position.
It's really important to have a team leader or more that somebody that's going to keep the team together like glue. He's the guy who's going to have the ball and he's going to be giving it to all of his guys, especially those 2 forwards that we're going to keep our eye on today. And that's going to be really exciting to see that in action tonight.
We just got our first nickname of the season. Reese, the Glue Man.
The Glue Man.
The Glue Man.
See, I like that.
I came up with some hits during the football season. I'll tell you what.
I know some of them.
James Galactus Smith. I think James Smith got a couple wins in wrestling the other night.
RJ Long Island.
Long Island. That was actually good.
That was good.
I called Jamal Chambers Azkaban one time.
Who was Galactus?
James Smith.
James Smith was Galactus.
James Smith was Galactus because he had one good game against Silver Creek. And then I'm missing one. Miss Fisher is reminding me of what this name is. I can't.
But there was some pretty good nicknames throughout the season. I definitely remember those.
I'm trying to think. There was one that it's slipping my mind. Can't think of it. That's okay. I did grant Chloe Beck on the girls' basketball team the nickname the Eiffel Tower because she is from France. I'm thinking about football. Forget football. It's basketball season.
It is basketball season. There's something in the air. Might be the snow. Might be the first basketball game.
I think it's just the soot from the top of the gym. We are up very high here. So if me and Ethan develop a cough, it is his fault.
Oh, it's my fault because we're up here.
I would say so.
Watching the game.
I'm just playing with you, Mr. Tennis.
There is no basketball game I would rather be watching right now than this one.
Well, because your Pacers are terrible.
The Cavs and the Pacers are on right now, so I think that is an NBA Cup game too, but we're already eliminated from the NBA Cup. The Pacers are. So
how are you? You're already.
We lost the first 2 games. First 3.
40 seconds remaining here until the tip. A bit of a delayed tip. We were supposed to tip off here at 7:30, but we had a what you could say a JV overtime thriller.
It was quite eventful.
New Albany taking the victory. Was it 66-63?
Yeah, that's right. That's correct.
3-pointer at the buzzer to tie it for South. A little too strong. My favorite moment of the game was a big 3 for Corbin Crone, which turned around and immediately got a technical foul. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, it is New Albany Bulldogs basketball on the voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
This broadcast of New Albany Athletics on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 323 Inc., 413 Fitness, Abersold Forest, Amanda Braden with Schuler Bauer, Annie Lou's Pet Sitting Service, Auto Warehouse, Awaiting Serenity Massage Therapy, LLC, Be Kind Shirts, Bliss Travel, Inc., Bulldog Tax Service, Inc., Caesars Foundation of Floyd County, Calumet Club, Camp Quality Kentuckiana, Candy Pierce with Jan Schultz Realtors, Casa of Floyd County, and Chestnuts and Pro.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: CLLB Law, Clarksville Little Theater, A Clean Start LLC, Cody and Neely Law Office, Copier Mart, Cornerstone Foundation and Waterproofing LLC, Derby Dinner Playhouse, Discovery Time 2.
Eat Sleep, Wrestle.com, Encore School of Music and Arts, English Roofing, First Harrison Bake, Floyd County Animal Rescue League, and the Floyd County Library.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Cause Body Shop, Knights of Columbus, Kraft Sporting Goods, LP Marketing, Legacy Pizza, Libs Paving Company, Limelight Photography, Lorch Neville Ward LLC, Louisville Orthopedic Clinic, Louisville Telegrams, Lion Roofing, McKinney Law Office, Mansion 1886, Maple Manor Christian Home, and Mariposa Consignments.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Mathis Pharmacy, Maxwell's House of Music, Myers White Incorporated, Midtown Print Company, Miracle Method Surface Refinishing, Mustard Seed, City of New Albany, the New Albany Housing Authority, the New Albany Lions Club, the New Albany Professional Firefighters Union, New Washington State Bank, The Odd Shop, Olmsted Parks Conservancy, and Olive Tree Resources.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services, and What Message Are You Sending? Paget Inc., Pearl Street Treats, Periago Orthodontics, Plainview Cleaners, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 502, Richard Poe Family Dentistry, Red Barn Antique Mall LLC, Remax Ability First, Elliot Quillo and Marlena White, Rub and Butts, Ruoff Mortgage, Sacred Rose Medicinals, Samsel Sound DJ and Videographer, and Shad Long.
Welcome back to New Albany Boys Basketball on the voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS, New Albany. Ethan, we were talking during what I have to say was a pretty solid rendition of the national anthem.
Yeah, it was,
with the flag coming down.
Yeah, the flag come down from the ceiling.
You know, it reminded me of Rocky IV. It's the best one. It's time to meet our starting lineups for tonight's contest. First, for your visiting New Albany Bulldogs. Starting at point guard, number 0, the glue man, Mr. Reese McKee. Hey, we're on radio with Reese McKee.
Yeah, we are.
Shout out my guy.
Shout out. Glue man.
The glue man.
The glue man.
We might have to drop that. At the 2, the shooting guard, True Main, TJ Washington, ice cold. Starting at the 3, number 3, the freshman, Carson Studemeyer, guy that we're really excited about, with the goggles on. Big fan of that. Starting at the 4, number 2, the man that they call captain, superstar sophomore, Mr. Noah Washington. And rounding it out at the 5, number 12, Seth Winslow. Dual sport athlete, also a soccer player. I'm in calculus with Seth.
Yeah, I used to have a bunch of classes with him. He's a real chill guy.
Yeah, no, I was talking to him in class today. I was like, hey, man, big game tonight. He was like, I like that out of you, Cooper, and I thought that was cool.
Thanks.
Starting for the Bloomington High School South. I'm going to say South. The Bloomington South Panthers. Number 3, Jack Clark. Number 5, Nate Lukes. Number 11, Carter Graham. Number 12, Max Surdom. And 34, Duncan Combs. Ethan, we're almost ready to go, dude. I'm like giddy for this basketball game. After there's support for the football program. There's support for volleyball, things like that. But we know what is the main attraction at New Albany High School, and it is boys basketball. Awaiting tip. Here we go. Noah Washington in the middle for the Bulldogs. Tip goes to Bloomington South. First look here at Carson Studemeyer for the Bulldogs. Guarding up on Max Surdum. Out to Jack Clark in the corner. Drives, cuts, loses his footing, throws it up. Shot won't go. Rebound taken, still on the floor. Shot is up, no good. Air ball taken by Carson Studemeyer. Studemeyer looking to press, gets it out to Reese. Key takes it back out to the volleyball line. Back out to Washington, back in the hands of Studemeyer. Studemeyer drives, looking to go to work. Goes up, lays it up, too strong. Off back iron, rebound taken by South.
I like to see him driving in there. That was a good take by Carson Studemeyer right there.
I like the aggressiveness out of him early on. Clark, top of the key, pump fakes, loses his dribble. Back out. South going to reset here. Surdum, guarded by Studemeyer. Pass is tipped by T.J. Washington. Driving to the lane. Layup is up. No good. Another rebound for Studemeyer in a second. Looking to go fast. Pass is tipped to Reese McKee. Out of bounds. Going to stay with the Bulldogs.
I like the way that New Albany's playing so far. It looks it's a very aggressive play style, driving into the basket right there by Studemeyer and getting those boards when Bloom South misses the basket.
Well, they look fast and they look especially mean and physical. McKee takes the inbound, throws it down, gets it back out to Washington. Washington looking to go to work, top of the key. Guard by Clark. Washington pull-up jumper, won't go. Rebound taken by Winslow. Loses it out of bounds. It's going to go to Bloomington South.
That's good to see him get up there and get boards. That was definitely aggressive. It was like three guys on him, so almost got the board there. And
well, that's what Seth provides though for New Albany. He's going to do all the scrappy things down low. New Albany going with a little bit of a press here, loses the ball. Washington goes up. It's going to be a charge on T.J. Washington.
That is a rough one early on.
I'm not sure on that.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about that call.
It was on Cooper McCray. I've had a couple of games, calling a game where a guy shares either my name or my analyst's namesake. I remember the Providence football game, Lincoln Kruer ran all over the Bulldogs, and Lincoln Stevens on color said that he stole his name. He was wrong. Cooper McCray making an impact early on for Bloom South. New Albany's still in the press. Jack Clark going to be the primary ball handler tonight for the Panthers. Set out to the corner. I'll tell you what, Studemeyer looks very, very mean defensively.
He does, and he's getting the ball and he's getting the touches early on.
Shot up for South, won't go. Rebound, another one for Carson Studemeyer, his third of the game. Studemeyer surveying. Steps back, gets out to Washington in the corner for the three. Won't go. Out of bounds, going to be Bloomington South's ball. I think Washington trying to make a note to himself to be specifically aggressive. Not sure if that's the shot you want to take.
Definitely an aggressive shot down the stretch when you just get over there. Studemeyer passes him to immediately taking a contested shot. Oh,
stolen by Reese McKee on the inbound. Gets it back out to T.J. Washington. New Albany looking to settle it down. 5:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Still 0-0. Winslow down low to Studemeyer. Studemeyer goes up, lays it up, and in his first points as a Bulldog. The first points of the season. New Albany takes a 2-0 lead on Bloomington South. New Albany's still in this press here. Out to the corner for South, back out to Clark. Clark down low to Combs. Combs lays it up, won't go. Rebound number 4 for Carson Studemeyer.
And that was a real tough rebound too, falling backwards and into 34, and there's a take there and a miss.
Studemeyer goes up, won't go. Rebound taken by South. Carter Graham taking up the 4 for the Panthers. Kicks it back out. I'm liking the aggressiveness from Studemeyer right now.
I'm liking the aggressiveness of the whole team. They're just moving
exactly
across the court right now.
Surdum drives, lays it up, won't go. Rebound taken Seth Winslow. New Albany looking to go fast. McKee drives, lays it up, and good. Looking for a foul. 4-0 New Albany. South has a man down low.
Slips out of his fingers.
An overthrown pass. That was Max Surdum down below the basket for the Panthers. Turnover for South. Ball will go back to New Albany. A 4-0 lead for the Bulldogs. 4 minutes, 43 seconds remaining here in our first quarter.
And New Albany is playing very aggressive right now. They're getting the ball down quick, down into the paint, kicking it out wherever they want. It seems like right now they're pretty much doing whatever they want to.
You're waiting for the shots on the outside to start falling. Winslow hands it off to Washington. Washington to McKee. Washington, a deep three. Won't go. Too short. Rebound taken by Jack Clark. Clark throws it away, looking for Duncan Combs. Now, the turnovers starting to add up for Bloom South.
That is another missed opportunity by Bloom South.
Third turnover of the game. Braxton Mayfield entering the game for Carson Studemeyer. I'm not big on that sub this early on. I think Stude is looking like, well, I mean, I would have to say your best player early on in this one, but Mayfield definitely a glue guy off the bench this year, can do a lot of things, play defense. I used glue guy again, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I almost caught you
The
there.
real glue man, McKee, here working in the court, dumps down low to Seth Winslow. Seth looking to go to work, kicks it back out. TJ Washington. I'm not big on Seth taking a lot of shots. I think Seth primarily out there to defend and cause chaos. Washington drives, goes up with it. It is good. A smooth J from Noah Washington.
That's a real tough bucket right there for Washington. After a few misses early, it's good to see him start, maybe develop a rhythm going forward.
This is now a 6-0 lead for New Albany. We're talking about the defense of Mayfield pressing out at midcourt. Max Surdom with the ball. Kicks it out to Gurham, to Combs. Combs trying to work on Winslow. Hooks him, lays it up, and in a nice move by Duncan Combs on the assist from Carter Graham. Mayfield is going to slow it down, back out to Washington. Washington jab, going to work, spinning jumper. Too short, rebound taken by Reese McKee. McKee gets it taken away. It's stolen by South. Clark kicks it up. Combs for three. Too short. Rebound taken by Noah Washington. Washington back out to McKee. McKee looking to slow it down. Back out to the volleyball line. Reese really taking his time. Draws a foul.
There we go.
It's the first of the game on Nate Lukes, the starting point guard.
Yeah, from what I can tell right now from New Albany, they are subbing him out right now, but Noah Washington has been taking the biggest number of shots, and it looks like right now they're just trying to feed him as best they can.
1 for 5 from the field, Washington. A bit of a rough start here tonight. We have a mass substitution now for the Bulldogs. Ashton McKee, Carson Studemeyer, and Grayson Grubbs all enter the game for the Bulldogs. Studemeyer was just taken out. The quickest breather, you'll see. Mayfield kicks it off to Studemeyer to Ashton McKee, one of the twins. Studemeyer looking to go to work. Gets out to Grubbs in the corner. Grubbs back to Mayfield. Mayfield pump fake, drive, kicks to the corner. Grubbs for three. Got it.
There.
The transfer from Trinity. Grayson Grubbs, the big three in his first game as a New Albany Bulldog. New Albany back in the press here. This is Smithers out. Gets it out to Clark. Clark drives on the screen. That's going to be a moving screen on Duncan Combs. Timeout taken by Bloomington South.
There has been a lot of ball movement for the Bulldogs, and I think one of the downfalls right now of Bloomington South and why they're down 2-9 is going to be turnovers. There's a lot of missed opportunities, balls overthrown, balls thrown to the outside.
They're looking like Anthony Richardson, all 5 of them.
It's just a lot of missed opportunities by Bloom South as of far. And so far, New Albany's capitalizing on those and making them pay for those missed opportunities.
You know, I got to say, this is a season with a lot of hype going into it for New Albany. And I don't think any New Albany Bulldog could have expected this start. The shots are not falling the way that you would possibly expect them to. But defensively, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, you still got a good lead early. The shots may not be falling, but you're moving the ball very well in offense, and it's good to see that. And defensively, you've pretty much put a stop to Bloomington South as of so far.
Clark walking it up. Dunks it, looking for Combs, doesn't get it to him. This is Carter Graham, kicks out, swings it to the corner. This is Smithers. Is that back out to Graham? Clark for three. Got it. Jack Clark with the three, the senior guard. TJ Washington now looking to go fast. Crossover, step back, kicks it out. Grubbs, Mayfield for three. Got it. A three from Braxton Mayfield.
Good answer there.
12-5, a great answer. South trying to compose themselves once again. Give it back to Clark here. The guy doing a lot of work for South. Clark Pump fakes, kicks to the corner. Smithers back out to Clark. Clark out to Max Surdom, one of the primary ball handlers here for Bloomington South. Surdom. So off to Graham. Graham to Smithers. Smithers working on Grayson Grubbs. Back out to Jack Clark. Clark, Surdom for three. Got it to go. Nothing but net for Max Surdom. Washington looking to go fast once again. Back out to Mayfield to Studemeyer. Studemeyer pump fake. Gets it out to TJ Washington. Washington looking to drive. Lays it up. Too strong. Rebound. Studemeyer lays it up and in.
And that is a nice move and good ball awareness of what was happening right there.
Clark working it back up. Looking to slow it down. South could take the last shot here to the first quarter.
And I think that's what they're looking to do.
14-8 lead for the visiting New Albany Bulldogs. Back out to Clark. Clark working 3-on-3 crime here. Kicks it back out. Combs in the corner. It's going to be a foul on Ashton McKee going airborne. Closing out on Carter Graham in the corner.
And I think I like the thinking right there, Bloomington South, making sure they take the last shot, because as of so far, like every missed shot they've had, New Albany has got that down the court in a matter of mere seconds and driven to the basket and kicked it out or such. But it's been a fast-paced game for the Bulldogs.
Inbound looking for Clark. Sit down to Graham. Shot will not go. Take us to the end of the first quarter here. Your score, New Albany 14, Bloomington South 8. We're going to take a quick break when we return. This is New Albany Basketball on 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsor: Schmidt Furniture, Schneck Mental Health and Wellness, Sharp Images Spa and Salon, Stephanie Young Counseling Services, Sword Sport and Wellness, and Sounds Unlimited Productions.
Sweet Stuff Bakery, Talk to the Tail Pet Salon, Tappins, Toby's Lawn and Landscape, County Councilman Tony Taran, Touchdown Business Solutions.
Welcome back to New Albany Boys Basketball on the voice of the New Albany Boys Basketball team. 88.1 WNAS New Albany. My name is Cooper Jaggers, being joined by my analyst tonight, Mr. Tennis, Ethan Beliles.
Yep.
Your score?
Yeah, it is 8-14. That is the current score for the Panthers are down now by 6, and it looks like they're about ready to start the corner. I think the key right now for Bloomington South is going to be hold on to the ball. I think it's going to benefit them to slow down what they're trying to do, because New Albany is playing such a fast game at the moment. If they can slow it down and develop a rhythm on offense, that's going to benefit them throughout the rest of this game.
New Albany with the ball here to start the second quarter. Winslow out to Reese McKee, still scoreless. Washington for three. Quick closeout. Washington drives, lays it up. It is good. Count it. And one.
Tough bucket right there for Washington, and it's good to see him. As soon as he gets back in, the ball goes in. It's like a magnet to number 2 Washington right there. Goes in, gets a real tough contested bucket, and now he's going to get a shot at a 3-point play to put the Bulldogs up by a score of 9.
It's been a rough night shooting the ball for Washington, but I like to see his aggressiveness early on. He seemed to be too passive as a freshman last season. Free throw up for Washington. It's going to be short off front rim. You jinxed it.
I did. I think I did right there.
Mr. Tennis.
But it's good to see him, like, getting him involved, even if all the shots are not falling right now.
Surdom being pressured by Studemeyer, dumps it off to Combs. Promptly gives it back to Max Surdom. Studemeyer looks unbelievable defensively. Surdom to the corner, down to Graham. Graham to Combs. Combs looking to work on Braxton Mayfield. Goes up, blocked by Seth Winslow. Rebound taken by Reese McKee. It's the stuff you're going to see a lot from Seth Winslow. McKee looking to go fast. Mayfield pull up 3. Too strong. Rebound taken by Jack Clark. Clark being trapped right now. Gets up to Combs. South has to get the ball up the court here. Combs dumps it off to Surdom. Surdom drives into the lane, and that's a charge.
That's going to be a charge. Way to take that right there. Number 23, Mayfield. Way to take that charge, and I mean that's good, tough defense right there.
Well, Braxton's a guy that you're going to see fill a lot of roles for New Albany this season. Hustle defender. He's going to knock down some threes. Braxton looks to be a little banged up here. Something you definitely don't like to see.
Yeah.
Took a hard hit on that one. We're going to pay close attention to that. I think he's all right. See, he might have gotten the wind knocked out of him a little bit. This is Reese McKee for the Bulldogs. Dumps it off to Winslow. Winslow down to Stude. Stude dumps it off to McKee. McKee drives. Looking to score. You can see it. He's going to have to kick it out to Seth Winslow. Winslow back out to Washington. Washington to Noah Washington. Washington lays it up and in. Washington, TJ Washington to Noah Washington. New Albany up 18-8 on Bloomington South. Clark bringing it up. Kicks out to Surdom. Surdom is really having a tough assignment here with Studemeyer, Ethan.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Studemeyer's putting on the pressure defense, and New Albany's bringing full court and setting a lot of traps right now. Oh, and there's almost a steal right there by McKee.
Lukes for three, won't go. Rebound taken by Washington. New Albany looking to go quick once again. Washington kicks up to McKee. McKee to the corner. TJ Washington for three, too short. We score 18-8. New Albany in the lead. Clark bringing it up now for South. Clark drives, lays it up, and in a slick move from Jack Clark. 18-10 now. New Albany going quick once again. McKee drives, lays it up, and in a tough bucket for Reese McKee.
And they're just moving the ball down as fast as possible, and it seems to be working out in their favor right now.
Lukes looks to drive on Washington, won't get it. Throws it away to McKee. McKee throws it down to Winslow. Seth Winslow lays it up. Got blocked from behind by Duncan Combs. Winslow looking to get him back. After the corner, Graham for three. Shot is up. Rolls it in.
Bounces in after a shot a little bit left, but that they just got lucky on the bounce there.
I will say the rims look exceptionally soft here. 20-13. Winslow drives, lays it up. A nice move
Tough
by
bucket,
Seth
good
Winslow.
answer. Quiet down the crowd there, and Seth Winslow's putting together a stat line right here. He's got some good defensive plays. He's got a block already, I believe, and the ball is almost stolen by Washington.
They're giving it a jump ball. We cannot see the possession arrow. I think it's going to stay here with Bloomington South. I believe that's what the marker there was from the official.
The New Albany defense right now is very impressive. It's just they're playing physical and aggressive, and I think Studemeyer is a great example of that. The freshman coming off.
He looks mean, man.
I know. It's just having to come down the court to number 3.
Clark pull up three. It is good. A nice bucket by Jack Clark.
I think there was just a little miscommunication there to have him so open.
I don't think New Albany was expecting him to take a shot that early into the possession. 22-16. New Albany in the lead. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. McKee passes tipped away, almost stolen. It's back to Reese. McKee to Winslow. Winslow being pressured. Seth drives, kicks out to Studemeyer. Studemeyer's going to bring it back out. 3-on-3 crime. Studemeyer and Jack Clark. Out to Winslow. Winslow to Washington. Ball is tipped. Washington drives, lays it up, and in a tough bucket by Noah Washington.
And you could tell the extent of Bloomington South has definitely tried to cut down on their defense. I think that is probably one of the things that they covered in the timeout, and rightfully so, because New Albany's offensively doing what they want.
They're just looking very aggressive in the passing lanes. Graham goes up to be fouled by Studemeyer. He doesn't like it.
Foul there, but it looked like that was all ball or jump because he traveled in the air with that, so that should be a jump ball from what I saw.
I think it's because Graham twisted when he went up. It's one of those things.
But Studemeyer had the ball the whole time, and it's
his arm was crossing across his body. I don't mind that.
I know it's a hard call to make in the moment, but I feel like if you take another look at that, you definitely make the call and change it.
First shot for Graham is up and good. 24-17. New Albany in the lead. 3 minutes and 52 seconds remaining here in the first half. Substitutions in for New Albany. Grubbs in for Seth Winslow. Braxton Mayfield in for TJ Washington. Second shot for Carr Graham. Up good off the back rim. 24-18.
Mayfield just get a little breather and put him back in the game after taking that tough hit on the charge.
McKee drives, lays it up. Tough shot there by Reese McKee. Will not fall. Graham the rebound, dumps it back off to Clark. Clark out to Ezra Douglas, a new player in here for Bloom South. Douglas to Clark. Clark back out to Douglas. Douglas looking to facilitate. I don't know if he's going to get many passing lanes with Carson Studemeyer on him. Gets it off. Drive back out to Graham. Graham for three. Way too strong. Long rebound taken by Reese McKee. McKee behind the back. Lays it up and a smooth move.
And that is incredible.
Oh, my goodness.
Behind the back, laying it in with the left hand, I believe.
Nice
that
move.
Was a tough bucket. And now they're setting a trap.
Pass is thrown away, but tipped by New Albany, 26-18. New Albany with the lead over Bloomington South. 2 minutes and 54 seconds remaining. And after a highlight lay-in.
And Ashton McKee is going to be subbed in for Reese McKee now.
Goodness gracious. Just a smooth move. He's laughing about it on the bench. I don't think Reese had that one in him.
Definitely not a take that you normally want to take, like when you have two people on you going into the basket. But way to make it work and figure it out.
Pull-up jumper. Good for South. As Max Surdom, the senior guard. That's just a shot that like your dad yells at you for taking in your backyard because you're never going to shoot it in a game. 26-20, New Albany in the lead. Studemeyer back out to Noah Washington. Washington looking to drive, pull-up jumper. Got it again. Noah Washington really starting to heat up here.
Yeah, it's great to see him getting in a rhythm. I know he had some misses early on, but and there's a foul there. They're going to call that on Mayfield.
He got him to the body.
Yeah.
It's 10 now for Washington. These are shots that you don't like. When he's shooting like
it does like
off balance, off the dribble, fading away, and then he makes it.
But they're going in. Yeah, they're going in.
Goodness me, Noah Washington making his presence felt early on. Combs. Pass is stolen by Ashton McKee. Goes up and throws it down. The first dunk of the season for the New Albany Bulldogs, 30-20. Bulldogs in command.
I can't be the only one that saw that one coming when he had the ball.
That's all he does. It's all he does is dunk. He's a bouncy lefty. Clark drives, looks, fades away. Won't go. Nice defense by Mayfield. Studemeyer with the rebound. Looking to press another rebound for Studemeyer. Studemeyer to the corner. Ashton McKee for three. Won't go, too short. Rebound taken, Ezra Douglas. Gets it back off to Clark. A minute 36 remaining here in the first half. Clark drives, kicks out for a three. Won't go. Rebound taken by Connor Parker. Lays it up and in.
And it seems like Bloomington South has resorted to the three ball. And,
resorted to the three balls. Noah Washington.
Noah Washington drains one from downtown. And
way downtown. Contested him in his face. 33-22, New Albany with the lead. Clark drives, lays it up.
And they're going to call a foul there by Washington.
There's not much protest from Noah on that. I think he swiped him to the body. A minute and 7 seconds remaining here in our first half. We were promised halftime hot dogs, Ethan.
That's going to be two shots for Jack Clark after the foul on Washington.
First shot here for Clark. Is up. Good off the back rim. 33-23.
And Studemeyer is going to check out now for TJ Washington.
Just a minute and 7 seconds remaining here until our Heather Robinson Realty halftime show. Clark, second shot, up and good. We're doing our best part to keep the gym silent. TJ Washington back in the game for the Bulldogs. Washington drives, kicks it back out. Tough defense right here. TJ loses the ball. Max Surdom clamping him up. Back out to Ashton McKee.
He's asking for a screen by Washington, but doesn't receive it.
Washington pulls up again. Oh, my goodness.
Another tough bucket by Washington for two.
He can do no wrong. Washington cannot miss. Surdom bringing it back up for Bloomington South. We were talking a lot about Studemeyer. Noah Washington he's like the guys on NBA Jam when their hands are on fire shooting the ball.
Yeah, he's really balling out as of right now, and it's stuff is happening. He's not getting the looks that he wants, but but he's still finding a way to get the ball in the basket, and it looks like Bloomington South is going to try and get the last shot off, probably a 3-ball, as that is what they have been doing, but he's driving to the basket, and that is going to be an easy 2 for Max Surdom.
Noah Washington drives, kicks out to TJ Washington for 3, a little short.
Just short.
It's going to take us to the end of the first half here. Your halftime score, New Albany 35, Bloomington South 26. Ethan, we got to catch our breaths here a little bit, man.
There is a lot of action so far in this game.
We're going to take a quick break. When we return is the Heather Robinson Realty Halftime Show right here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS, New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 2 Grand Piano, Uncommon Cups and Cones, Valley View Golf Club, Westmoreland Pharmacy, The Wishing Well Thrift Store, Wordsmith Bakery, Young at Heart Christian Preschool, and Your Salon of the Knobs.
This broadcast of New Albany Athletics on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: 323 Inc., 413 Fitness, Abersold Forest, Amanda Braden with Schuler Bauer, Annie Lou's Pet Sitting Service, Auto Warehouse, Awaiting Serenity Massage Therapy, LLC, Be Kind Shirts, Bliss Travel Inc., Bulldog Tax Service Inc., Caesars Foundation of Floyd County, Calumet Club, Camp Quality Kentuckiana, Candy Pierce with Jan Schultz Realtors, Casa of Floyd County, and Chestnuts and Pro.
Welcome to the Heather Robinson Realty Halftime Show here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS, New Albany. My name is Cooper Jaggers, being joined by my analyst, Mr. New Albany Tennis himself.
Oh, yeah. Ethan Beliles.
Would that make me Mr. Swimming?
Yeah, you're Mr. Swimming. I'm Mr. Tennis. That's how I can do it.
I got to leave swimming early for this game, so appreciate that.
Out the pool.
Out of the pool. There we go. All right, halftime score here. New Albany, the visiting New Albany Bulldogs with a commanding halftime lead of 35-26 over the Bloomington South Panthers. Ethan, I cannot believe that. That was an awesome first half of basketball, man.
This has been an exciting game, and there's so much going on that we could talk about. But right now, let's take a look at Noah Washington. What a performance in this first half right now.
I'll tell you what. You know what that'll do? That'll lead me into our first half statistics recap underwritten by Interstate Photo.
There we go.
Once again, this statistical recap is being underwritten by Interstate Photo. Like you were saying, Noah Washington, my goodness, started off slow, missed his first 3 or 4 shots or so. And he just, I guess something in his mind switched.
Something had to click right there after missing those early shots.
He realized that missing wasn't much for him. Noah finishing the first half 15 points. Dude, some of those, he was hitting deep threes, the pull-up, the jumpers off the dribble, fading away.
He was just shooting them all, falling backwards on half of them. I mean, it's just sometimes it's just New Albany gets the ball up there. It doesn't even wait for the offense to develop or anything. He just takes the shot, and they're falling. They are falling in the basket.
Goodness me, man. I'll tell you what, a nice half for Reese McKee for the Bulldogs, 6 points. And what we thought was going to be the highlight of the half with what was quite the layup.
I think that is the highlight of the half.
I don't know.
I don't know if you could take anything away from it.
I think Noah's heat check would have to be that. I mean, but he was shooting heat check shots the whole half, and then they just started going in.
It seemed like every time Bloomington South made a good play, finally cracked through New Albany's defense, then the ball would go down the floor through McKee, and immediately go to Washington, and he's just taking these crazy shots and making them all.
I don't know, you have to have some sort of confidence to just be shooting like to have that sort of green light. And what I like is that Coach Jason Jones has instilled in Noah that he trusts him to hit shot. I mean, I looked down whenever Noah was shooting those, and Jones, his normal, calm, cool, collected self, arms crossed, just walking up and down.
It's part of the game plan for him. That's just something that's happening.
That's something that I complained about last season. Like, we're not giving Noah the ball enough.
Yeah.
The ball has been given to Noah Washington. A nice first half for Carson Studemeyer.
On defense, dude, especially on defense.
He looks like baby Kawhi Leonard. 4 points coming in the opening moments of the game. It looked like Studemeyer was going to take over offensively for the Bulldogs.
7 boards so far. That is impressive out of Studemeyer. And he's playing lockdown defense on the perimeter as well, not letting a lot of people brush past them. And Yeah, it's just hard to distribute the ball when you got a guy in your face the whole time.
That's what I was going to get. It's the stuff with him right now. It's not showing up in the box score. He's shutting down every single passing lane back to the top of the key, and he gets so wide. He gets so low and so wide in the stance.
That's allowing for a lot of, I mean, we've seen quite a few fast breaks for New Albany off steals, turnovers, just going across the floor, and I think that's partly because of Studemeyer. He's just making it hard to see the Bloomington South teammates and just having to throw the ball into a contested area. And as we saw on one of them, recovered by Ashton McKee, it resulted in a highlight dunk.
Your halftime score, New Albany 35, Bloomington South 26. As you were saying, Ashton McKee, 1 of 2 from the field, 2 points on the first dunk of the season for the Bulldogs. I'm sure we'll see more of those as the season goes on. Braxton Mayfield and Grayson Grubbs traded threes off the bench for the Bulldogs. Seth Winslow, 2 points on a nice scoop layup down low. But it's a lot of Seth, like you said, with Studemeyer.
Oh, yeah. He's been doing all the stuff that you don't want to do.
Exactly. He's doing the stuff that they're allowing Reese and Noah not to do. They're letting them go and get buckets. Seth Winslow is going to need the crispest, coldest ice bath on the planet when he goes home this morning. I mean, he has hit the deck more times than I can count. That's because I'm not very good at math.
That is true. He is definitely been tough under the basket. I mean, he even drove in a few times and was real tough backing down under the basket, but especially on defense. Just the presence under the rim from Seth Winslow it's hard to beat.
I'm watching the JV Bulldogs getting some baskets here at halftime. George Cannon just went up for a dunk, lost his shoe, and got blocked by the rim. Moving on, Bloomington South scoring led by senior guard Jack Clark. Really an impressive player here, Ethan.
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of versatility out of him. It seems like I'd say almost all of the plays the ball started in his hand. And sometimes they were having trouble generating offense, and that's partially due to the great perimeter defense by the Bulldogs so far. So I think if they had to adjust one thing in their game is take less threes. They were taking a lot of threes, but, I mean, they were making them. So I feel like a lot of their points is coming from the three ball. If they can figure out a way to somehow shake New Albany's so far very tough defense and get under the basket, I think that's going to allow for them to make some easier baskets instead of taking a contested three every single time and hoping a few go in.
Your halftime score, New Albany 35, Bloomington South 26. Jack Clark leading the way for Bloomington South, 10 points, followed by Max Surdom, 7, Carter Graham with 5, and then Duncan Combs and Connor Parker both have 2 for the home Panthers. 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. Oh, we have a clock malfunction. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining.
And, and what I want to see out of the Bulldogs when we come back, I want them to continue moving the ball down as quick as possible, get the ball in Reese's hands down the court, and then find Noah Washington. Because the guy is –
I can't argue.
He has got a flame under his feet right now, and, I mean, if you get the ball to him, it's pretty much going to be a basket. I don't want to knock on wood right now, but it's looking to be –
knock on wood. We
do have some wood to knock on.
And we have wood bleachers under us.
The
wood has been – Ethan, you got to go on the court and knock on wood.
Yeah, there's some wood right here.
You got to knock on all the wood.
I got to knock on all the wood I can.
I think we would get kicked out if he ran on the floor and knocked on the court.
But, yeah, the ball in Reese's hand, the ball is getting down the court quickly, and that's good because it seems like so far Bloomington South has had trouble getting back on transitions. So New Albany taking advantage of that is good to see.
Well, you got to wonder, though, if some of this is a bit of football fatigue. South just looks –
Could be. They just – compared to New Albany, the same intensity. The intensity for New Albany is a lot greater than the Panthers as of right now. But let's see. I mean, they go to the locker room. They get a nice talking to, stop the turnovers, be a little more aggressive on defense, and try to get under the basket is what I would say to them. But – stopping this New Albany offense, who seems to have a wonderful player in scoring-wise, and then also Studemeyer and Winslow on defense, it's just going to be a tough hill to climb down 9 going into the second half.
I was listening to you.
Did I do the math right?
I was taking a mental thing. I know Bloom South beat up on Floyd Central in football to win regional. Did they advance past semi-state? I'm not sure. No, they did not. So they've had a little bit of time. That is why this game was delayed so much to, what was it, December 1st?
This was supposed to be the 26th, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, last week.
Well, if it was the 26th.
23rd.
23rd.
26th.
Not sure.
Whatever.
Whatever day.
It's
I'm not
last
sure
week.
I would have been able to do the game. So I'm very happy it got moved back because I'm having a great time watching this new Albany basketball
this is
team.
fun. Watching quality basketball. I mean, yeah, so far, seen a few of the girls' games. Hopefully they can get back on track. Things are looking up.
They're turning in the right.
Things are looking up.
I'll tell you what, though. 10 seconds remaining here in our Heather Robinson Realty halftime show. Your halftime score, 35-26. New Albany in command over Bloomington South. Ethan, Cooper Jaggers have a bit of a curse going on right now. I lost every football game that I called. New Albany went 0-10. And the girls' basketball game that I called, they lost again. This could be the first New Albany Bulldogs win that I see.
You better not say anything. Keep knocking on that wood.
I'll knock on the wood.
Knocking on that wood, because nothing is for certain right now. But so far, the Bulldogs look
Noah Washington's
good.
for certain. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that is true.
Here we go. Reese McKee taking the inbound for New Albany, 35-26. New Albany in command. Reese drives, takes to the rim, dumps it down low to T.J. Washington, lays it up, too strong. Rebound taken by Combs. I thought T.J. might have gotten fouled there, possibly. Ball tipped and taken away.
Well, it looked like it traveled there, but no call.
Back out to Clark. I thought T.J. Washington took a pretty hard bump down there.
Did.
I would have called that. Surdom taking it back out for the Panthers. To Clark. Pass is taken and stolen by Reese McKee. McKee lays it up and in on the Euro step.
Nice basket right there.
This is kind of selfish. Noah Washington was trailing him. I was hoping he'd throw up the lob.
You know, sometimes you just got to take the easy points
you gotta get
when they're there.
Surdom picked up by Studemeyer. It's going to be a foul on Seth Winslow coming off the screen to the body.
Looks like just bumped him a little bit too hard.
That just seemed like an absolute nightmare there for Max Surdom. You get switched onto by Carson Studemeyer. You go off a screen, and Seth Winslow comes up and hip checks you to the floor. Inbound from Lukes and Jack Clark.
Dealing with this defense is going to give you a headache.
I have a headache watching the game. The pace is unbelievable. 37-26, New Albany in the lead. This is Jack Clark. Dumps it back out to Surdom. Surdom swinging it around to Graham. Graham drives, puts the ball on the floor, gets it out to Combs. Combs looking to go nowhere. Shot is up for three, too short. Rebound taken by McKee. Studemeyer on the fast break, lobs up to Washington, lays it in. Not quite on sync there. 39-26. New Albany in the lead.
That was something. But as you see, as I was saying, coming into half, Bloom South is still settling for a lot of threes, which is something that was big in the first half.
I think Stude was in between wanting to dunk it and get the highlight lob, and I don't think Noah knew he was getting the ball. This is Graham. Gets it off to Surdom. We're going to have a foul on Carson Studemeyer.
They called a foul on Studemeyer, which is an interesting call, but
he bumped him.
Yeah, I know, but yeah.
One thing I'm noticing about Stude, man, he is yoked for a freshman. My goodness. Back here, this is Smithers, Julius Smithers, locked up by Studemeyer again. Dumped down to Duncan Combs, blocked by Seth Winslow. Combs gets his own rebound, lays it up, and in.
That is block number 2 for Winslow now.
It's Washington bringing it up the floor. You know he'll shoot it. Washington drives, pull-up jumper, too strong. Rebound taking Seth Winslow off to Studemeyer, lays it up, and in for the Bulldogs.
Good awareness right there of Winslow to see Studemeyer driving into the paint. Just another easy basket right there after the board.
41-28. New Albany in command. Combs kicks it out. Pass is tipped away. Almost stolen. To the corner. Down low to Combs. Combs lays it up and in. Duncan Combs. Winslow into Reese McKee. McKee gets it back out to Winslow. Winslow looking to clear it out to Washington. Washington pull up three. Oh, my goodness. He can do no wrong.
And
Noah
that
Washington.
is another great basket by Washington right there. It just seems like the guy can't miss.
In the zone. Well, he just did miss.
Well, you know.
That's true. 44-30, New Albany in command. 18 for Noah Washington.
Oh, that was
Down low to Combs. Once again, looking to go to work on Winslow. The taller man, Seth, getting low. Combs kicked out to the corner for 3. Clark, no good. Rebound taken by South. Laid up, blocked by Winslow. Out of bounds on South.
Another gritty play by Winslow down under the basket right there. That's just the heart and
I could hear
defense.
I could hear him hit the ball through my headset. It's 20 for Washington. I forgot about that highlight alley-oop that he got. Washington, that's McKee. McKee back to TJ.
Oh.
Washington dumps it off to McKee. Reese puts the ball on the floor again. Got to Washington. Back out to Reese McKee. Hot potato. McKee looking to slow it down here. New Albany does not have to go fast at all with a 44-30 lead. To Washington. Back to McKee. Back out to Noah Washington. Washington drives to the contact. Lays it up and in.
Tough bucket through contact. And that's a steal
stolen
by Washington.
Washington. Lays it up and in. A 48-30 lead for New Albany.
That is going to force a timeout now by the Panthers.
Oh, my goodness. The Washington and Washington dynamic duo. Noah absolutely hyped up for the Bulldogs. Man.
That is some impressive play right there at the end by the Bulldogs.
It's 22 now for Noah Washington. I think I speak for a lot of New Albany fans when I do say that we were wanting more out of his offensive production. It's not that Noah had a bad season. Averaged 16 points per game as a freshman. It was just one of those things like you see the skill of this guy. Give him the ball.
Yeah.
New Albany giving him the ball early on here in this one and well into the second half. 22 of New Albany's 48 points go to Noah Washington.
And South right now is just looking a little lackadaisical in all aspects of the game. Just not even noticing that TJ Washington was standing right there on the inbound and getting another easy basket right after the tough basket made by Washington prior.
I'm telling you, dude, it's just things are looking up.
It's a different intensity
right
now.
Washington, D.C. and Washington State for the New Albany Bulldogs. A 48-30 lead. I like that one, too. Fist bump.
I like
Boom. I'm liking how New Albany's playing as well. A 48-30 lead for the New Albany Bulldogs. 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in our third quarter.
And it looks like Mayfield is going to be subbed in for Studemeyer.
Clark drives to the rim, lays it up.
They're going to call a foul on that on Mayfield.
Braxton caught him going.
Is that his third? Second.
Could have been third. He
took that charge
earlier.
It was
a close one. It's going to send Jack Clark to the line for Bloomington South. First shot. Nothing but the bottom of the cup.
I don't think they've missed a free throw yet.
It's a sign of a good team.
It is.
I'll tell you what, when I'm watching my University of Louisville Cardinals and we're missing all the free throws, man, it really does make me upset.
You guys haven't lost yet, have you?
No, man, we're not going to lose.
You keep missing free throws, though.
Clark, second shot, up and good. I'm saying we're going to lose to Arkansas.
I was trying to manifest a miss right there a little bit by saying that, but it did not work.
Your juju doesn't work. Somebody's juju is working. Reese McKee drives, lays it up, and in. Juju on that beat. Reese McKee.
Reese McKee, relax.
I don't want him to chill out.
That is 10 for McKee now on the night.
Clark dumps it off to Surdom. A 50-32 lead for New Albany. Combs down low, guarded by Grubbs. Dumps it off. Back out to Clark. Clark with a shot there. Clark jab step, drives, kicks it out to the corner. Surdom for three, too short. Rebound taking Noah Washington on the fast break. Washington scoops, lays it up, throws it down!
Oh, my goodness.
Get teed up. I don't think it matters. A technical foul on Noah Washington after the dunk. I was getting ready.
Okay,
I was mid.
refs.
I had already called a scoop layup, and then he went up and dunked it. My goodness, that's
man.
24.
And they called a tech on that?
He got in his face.
Yeah, you know, just let him have the moment.
You get a poster dunk, 52-32, New Albany in the lead.
I like that. I like that.
Definitely a different reaction. You remember in the JV game, Corbin Crone got attacked, and Roby absolutely lit him up. I think Jones just trying to chill Noah out, tell him, you got a nice highlight. Just relax. We got the game in hand. First technical foul shot good for Jack Clark.
Hopefully I can miss this one here. Maybe I can manifest it.
You're not manifesting anything. This is going in. Green.
Yeah, I'm never going to do it.
Free throw good for Jack.
I got to stop.
What did Jack Clark do to you?
I got to stop.
This is personal, Mr. Tennis. 52-34 the lead for New Albany. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. And I'm just like ear to ear after that poster dunk from Noah Washington.
Ashton McKee is subbed in now for Washington, it looks like.
I wouldn't take him out. Combs. Looking for a passing lane. Gets it off to Clark. Guarded well by Studemeyer. Kicks it out to Duncan Combs. Combs lays it up. Won't go. Rebound taken. Studemeyer. Carson looking to push here. Stude kicks it off to Ashton McKee. Ashton out to his brother Reese. Reese drives behind the back, scoops, lays it up, won't go.
And there's
I think he got
no foul on that, but
I was about to say, New Albany bench surely thought so. Clark looking to drive, kicks it out to Lukes. Tough defense here by Braxton Mayfield. A little too physical, might want to back off. Out to Combs. Down low. Air ball.
Air ball right there with a wide open shot.
For Graham. McKee looking to push. It's off Studemeyer. Studemeyer for three. It is good.
It's good.
55-34.
And Reese is just finding a way to get to the ball, to the open man, and it's just things are clicking right now.
We were talking about him as a distributor. You're seeing the gel, the glue man.
The glue man.
In full session. Combs. Turnaround J is good.
Contested shot over Grubbs.
Duncan Combs with the nice jumper. McKee going fast for New Albany once again, looking to slow it down. A 55-36 lead, a minute and 15 seconds remaining here in our third quarter. Back out to Studemeyer. Studemeyer, another three. Off to the left and no good. I like Carson's release on his three. Clark drives. Nice scoop layup.
Tough
it up
bucket
and
there.
McKee looking to go fast. Kicks out to his brother Ashton. Ashton McKee for three. Got it to go
good.
From the corner.
It bounces off.
I'll tell you.
That's just this McKee. The ball distribution. As soon as he crosses half court, it's pretty much the ball's in somebody else's hands, and either he's driving in for a tough bucket or the ball is distributed to an offensive weapon.
You think? I'll tell you what. I think it's a New Albany team that felt that they needed to prove themselves a little bit this year. They felt they had a lot to prove.
Yeah.
Especially with a big-time opponent like Bloomington South on the road, your first game. Especially, with all the talk about, like, with Jeff and all of that and how far could we have gone if not for Trey and Mike and, PJ and them.
All the Jeff guys, yeah.
I think we're seeing the full capabilities of New Albany basketball. A 58-38 lead.
And like we were saying earlier, the pieces are here. It's just how they play together. And so far, they're playing like a basketball team. I'll tell you that. They're tough. They're nasty on defense. They're getting the ball distributed through McKee on offense, and it's just clicking on all cylinders so far for the Bulldogs.
You got to think, though, there's no real, big senior piece for New Albany. These are all the young guys. Pass down low to Clark, lays it up, and
great
in.
Pass there.
Absolutely.
By Max Certain.
Clark having a nice game here for South, trying to crawl his Panthers back into the contest. 58-40, 25 seconds remaining. McKee looking to go fast. It's a bad shot there by McKee. He's looking for the foul. I think they were both straight up on him.
Did they give him the foul? No, they did not.
No, he's talking to the official about it.
Talking to the ref, but
I don't like that shot selection from Reese. I think he could have slowed it down.
Yeah. Still, I believe there was a lot of contact there.
McKee.
Maybe not enough for the foul, but Studemeyer.
So that's Stude. Back to Reese McKee. 17 seconds remaining here. 16-15. New Albany a 58-40 lead here at the end of the third quarter. McKee dumps off to Grubbs. 7 seconds left. Grayson drives, fades, puts it up, and in.
That is a nice move right there by Grubbs.
The softest touch you could ever see.
And the ball's almost stolen by McKee at the end of the play, but they do get the shot off and miss.
It's going to be the end of the third quarter. 34's up. Fourth quarter of action here between New Albany and Bloomington South. The Bulldogs with a 60-40 lead over Bloomington South. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, it's New Albany basketball on the voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS New Albany.
This athletic broadcast on WNAS is being brought to you by the support of the following underwriting grant sponsors: CLLB Law, Clarksville Little Theater, A Clean Start LLC, Cody and Neely Law Office, Copier Mart, Cornerstone Foundation and Waterproofing LLC, Derby Dinner Playhouse, Discovery Time 2.
Eat Sleep Wrestle.com, Encore School of Music and Arts, English Roofing, First Harrison Bake, Floyd County Animal Rescue League, and the Floyd County Library.
Welcome back to coverage of New Albany basketball here on the voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS New Albany. My name is Cooper Jaggers. My analyst for tonight, Mr. Tennis Ethan Biles.
Right
Mr.
here.
Tennis, there's a lot to be happy about if you're New Albany students like us. A 60-40 lead.
It's just been a great showing by New Albany on pretty much everything. I mean, right now I just can't spot a weakness. I mean, they've got the keys on defense, Studemeyer, Winslow, and even the guys off the bench. Like we just saw, Grubbs had a tough bucket, a tough step-back bucket just to keep the momentum swinging and eventually forcing a timeout.
Surdom dumps it off to Lukes. Looking for something that isn't there. Nate Lukes dumps it off to Duncan Combs. Combs working on Washington. Backs down, pump fakes, lays it up, and in. A nice move from Duncan
It
Combs.
seems like that's their only production right now, is having Combs get under the paint and just make something happen, something to try and scratch their way back into this.
Studemeyer now for New Albany. Studemeyer goes up. He's going to get fouled on the way up. You know,
It's on Nate Lukes, number 5.
with any game I call, I try to come up with a nickname with for one of the players, and Duncan Combs has one that's just right in front of me. I want to call him Puffy Combs so bad, but with the legal
Puffy
status
Combs.
of Diddy, I do not believe I can comment on that at this time. First foul shot up and good for Carson Studemeyer. 61-42, New Albany in command.
I like the basketball shoes.
I do like.
I think I'm just noticing them. They kind of look like a pair of tennis shoes I have.
You are Mr. Tennis.
I am Mr. Tennis, so it would be reasonable for me to have tennis
right
shoes.
up your alley. Clark dumps it off to Surdom. Surdom to Graham. Pass almost taken away. McKee is mean defensively, man.
Oh.
Kicked out to the corner. Lukes for 3. It is good. A 17-point lead now for New Albany, 62-45. I would start pressing here if I'm South. Washington drives, lays it up, won't go. I don't think New Albany needs a fast possession right now.
Yeah, I think slowing it down is probably going to be the best thing that the Bulldogs can do.
Clark working off a screen.
Just pound it on defense.
Absolutely.
And here's their only production right now.
Combs.
Combs.
Combs is having a nice game. Combs dumps, throws it up.
Oh!
Foul on Seth.
There's going to be a foul there on Winslow for something that looked like there was little to minimal contact.
I think he might have got him down low.
And I'm not sure about that one.
I didn't see anything at all that impeded Duncan Combs' range of motion. Duncan Combs, only a junior, makes me feel like a very tiny man as a senior. Standing at 6'6", his first shot up and good, 62-46. New Albany in command.
New Albany take their time when they get the ball back. Take their time, get it up, and that's going to be another make there.
Second foul shot good for Combs. I'll tell you what, these are the softest rims maybe in the country, man. They rival the ones at the Maui Invitational. Studemeyer, step back, Jay. It is good.
Tough
unbelievable.
Bucket. Maybe didn't need that sort of a bucket at the time, but we will take it.
I know, he shot it.
We will take it.
I wasn't a fan. I'm a fan of any shot that goes in. Surdom drives. He's out stolen by McKee again. His 5th steal of the game. McKee down to T.J. Washington. Pump fakes. Slow it down.
Take your time.
Nope. Washington drives,
in.
scoops, lays it up. Will not go. Luke's out to Clark. Just under 6 minutes remaining here. 64-47. I just dropped my phone. Clark, shot, up, and good.
I think New Albany needs to start thinking about slowing the game down. Play at the pace. Yep, there we go. Now you got Reese walking up the court.
Something
slow it down.
Saw in the JV game is New Albany with a late lead and letting South crawl back into it. Washington drives, lays it up. Bad shot there for Noah. 64-49.
Not super impressed with what has been happening lately, especially just forcing shots that you just don't need to take when you're up this big in the 4th quarter with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. It's just take your time, get a good look.
Clark kicks it out. Surdom in the corner. Graham. Shot won't go. Rebound taken by Surdom. Graham goes up, lays it up, and in. Lead is down to 13 for New Albany. 64-51. New Albany in command. Timeout is going to be taken now by Coach.
Rightfully so. Taking a timeout right there. Momentum is not shifting in the right way.
I think you just have to settle your guys down.
Yeah.
We've spoken to the youth on this team a lot. I think these are, but when you have a 14-year-old, you have 14, 15, and 16-year-olds, it's going to be hard for them to contain their emotions late in the game. So you definitely want to chill the guys out.
Settle down.
From getting riled up.
Take a breather. Play slow. Maintain your lead. When you get an open basket, take it. But don't force anything. You don't need to drive the paint, especially, unless you got an open look. Just look for stuff on offense that you get an easy look. But defense, keep on pounding on defense. That should be your main focus right now is defense, defense, defense.
Ethan, I mentioned my my losing streak on play-by-play and color commentary.
Keep on knocking.
I've lost 16 straight in football. I think I've lost.
Well, that's not an accomplishment.
I've only lost 1 in a row in girls basketball. I saw us beat Salem last year. A big win for the girls basketball team last year. I'm telling you, I'm getting a little nervous here for the boys team. 64-51, 4 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. Studemeyer drives, kicks.
I got a foul.
Yeah, fouled to the body there by
number 5 again, Nate Lukes. That is his second on Studemeyer. And they're going to have him inbound the ball.
I say you give it right back to captain, man. Noah Washington leading the way for you with 24 points.
He's going to inbound the ball.
Inbound to Seth Winslow. Winslow dumps it down low to Studemeyer, lays it up.
That's what you need.
Exactly.
An easy look like that, just wide open.
Sometimes the hardest shot in basketball when you're just wide open like that. Ezra Douglas now working for the Panthers. Studemeyer on him. Pass is tipped by McKee. Clark steps back, looks for 3. Won't get it. Luke's out to Douglas. Studemeyer brick-walled him. Out to the corner. Connor Parker kicks it back out. Douglas for 3. Won't go. Rebound taken. Seth Winslow. Winslow kicks it down to Studemeyer. Slow it down. Studemeyer, he doesn't have time for that. Kicks out to the corner. T.J. Washington for 3. Shot won't go. TJ's not.
Noah Washington.
Noah Washington. Clark.
Oh, that's tipped by.
Another pass
tipped by Reese.
Reese McKee has been in every single passing lane tonight. My goodness.
He's just – you got Studemeyer disrupted on the perimeter, and if you don't watch where you're passing, it's going to get snatched up by one of the McKees. I'll tell you that.
Luke's drives, kicks out to the corner. Parker for 3. Oh. Way too strong. Rebound taken by Douglas. Douglas back out to Clark. Clark drives, kicks it out to Combs. Combs, his 3. Too short. Rebound taken. Noah Washington. Blocked by Washington. McKee down to Winslow. Seth loses the handle. Gets it to McKee. Lays it up and in. 68-51. New Albany with the lead. Now you can take your breather back.
Yeah,
You've gotten back up to
you guys are good.
A 17-point cushion.
And as I was saying earlier, Bloom South, they're settling for a lot of threes. It seems like they're just throwing them up. And there's another deep 2, which is laid
in there by Jack Clark. You got to stop talking. I know you don't like Jack Clark. He is lighting us up right now.
Yeah, I think I'll stop messing with him.
The dynamic duo of Jack Clark and Duncan Combs. It's like Shaq and Kobe back in the day. Not quite.
Okay.
Mayfield.
It's a bit of a comparison.
Something like that. Studemeyer off to McKee. Reese back out to Seth Winslow at the top of the key. Winslow is looking for Washington. Being denied. Seth drives, lays it up.
Oh, when it rolls out, almost an and one, but he's going to get 2 free throws now.
Man, I was hoping my guy Seth got that one to roll.
That was a tough bucket.
I've told Seth to his face, I don't think you're much of a scorer. I think you're more of a defense guy. He's trying to prove me wrong. A nice spin to the basket. 2 foul shots awaiting Mr. Seth Winslow. First shot up. Can be short for Seth.
And I like him being aggressive on that play. I know it's not good to get the – you don't need to force anything, but there just wasn't a lot of open looks on that play, and it's basically ISO to the rim. I like him taking that.
Well, when you can get yours, you can get yours. He's an extremely talented physical player.
He's going to miss both free throws.
Misses both. A 15-point lead for New Albany. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in this one. 68-53. Clark drives. Looks, lays it up. He's going to be fouled by Winslow going up to the body. Took a hard spill nearly into his own student section there.
I know, that's good hustle play by Winslow. Just a little too much momentum going into Jack Clark there. But
are they going to call that on the floor?
No, they're going to they're just wiping off the sweat, I think.
But why is Jack Clark heading over
I don't
there?
know. I think that is going to be free throws, though. He was definitely going up for a shot.
Is he trying to clean it up himself?
I'm not sure. Didn't he get like a towel or something?
I don't know, man. Like, you got 22 points. They'll clean up your sweat. Clark. First foul shot is good.
It's good.
68-54.
And Ashton McKee is going to sub in now for Reese.
The shifty lefty himself. Mr. Ashton McKee. I don't like subs right now from New Albany. I think you put your starters in. Clark, second foul shot up and good. Looked like he messed up his follow-through on that.
I think the starters will come in about 30 to 40 seconds, hopefully.
It was looking like we were going to get a Corbin Crone and Xavier Harvey sighting. Winslow. Yeah, dumping off Noah Washington. Washington at the volleyball line. He's looking to score. You can see it. Washington with Douglas on him. He can go to work here. Washington drives. Noah pulls through, shoots it up. Too strong. A contested jumper for Noah Washington will not fall. A nice defensive stand there by Ezra Douglas.
I'm going to set a trap there, almost stolen by Ashton.
Parker.
And another turnover.
Pass thrown away. I think Ezra Douglas wanted Connor Parker in the corner for 3. I'll tell you, Connor Parker, we were talking about, he was in the JV game.
Oh, yeah.
Dude is absolutely jacked. I mean,
very athletic. He's jumping up for the ball like who knows what. It's just crazy athletic guy right there.
TJ Washington working up the 4 now for New Albany. Kicks it off to Studemeyer. Studemeyer looks for Ashton McKee under the basket. Gets it off to Noah Washington. Washington to Ashton McKee for 3 in the corner. And the
there
dagger.
He goes. Finally gets one to drop for him. I believe that is his 3rd 3 attempt of the day, 4th shooting.
Second 3 to go in there for Ashton McKee.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Contested one in the corner. A deep 3 for South. Won't go. Rebound taken by Studemeyer.
It's going to be kicked. Oh, that
gets up to Washington. Washington lays it up and in.
How did Washington get that ball?
Through traffic.
Pass into 3 guys over there, and Washington still somehow recovered and made the basket.
73-55 your score. Under a minute remaining. Parker drives, kicks it back out, goes up. Too short, rebound taken. Ashton McKee, 50 seconds remaining here.
Don't want to rush anything.
New Albany could just dribble this out. I'll tell you what. I think a statement has been sent across the entire state of Indiana with a dominating opening night performance now for the New Albany Bulldogs. 73-55, 30 seconds remaining here in the contest. McKee drives, kicks it back out to Noah Washington. I think New Albany's just going to play keep away, try to dribble this one out. I think Noah wants to shoot. Washington drives, lays it up, won't go. He's going to get a foul.
Draws the foul there on Ezra Douglas, who was guarding up on him.
I don't get why no one took a shot.
Well, New Albany was trying to dribble out, but then Ezra Douglas started guarding up a little, so you could see that Washington wanted to take that shot after
I think he just wanted to
Douglas was pressing up a little bit.
Well, Ezra Douglas been playing mean defense. I thought Noah was going to try to go up and dunk on him. First foul shot for Washington, up and good. 11.7 seconds remaining here, a 19-point lead for New Albany. Join us for the Candy Pierce with Jan Schultz Realtors postgame show following the game. Second foul shot for Washington, up and good. It's going to cap off an impressive scoring night in the sophomore debut of Noah Washington. Clark drives, lays it up and in. It's going to do it here tonight from Bloomington, Indiana. You know that song by Thin Lizzy, The Boys Are Back in Town?
Yeah, you told us about that earlier.
The boys are back in town.
The boys
Do you know
are
that song,
back.
Glory Days by Bruce Springsteen?
Not quite in town, but the boys are back.
Do you know Glory Days by Springsteen?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. New Albany fans across southern Indiana have been thinking back to the glory days of 2016, 2017. Those years, I think we might be back in them.
It surely looked like this was a great game on both sides of the ball. No clear weakness by New Albany. A little bit slowing down a little bit in the end, but that's understandable as you have a lot of young players.
Man,
but that's a statement win as the first game of the season against a tough opponent.
One of the higher-ranked teams in the state of Indiana, Bloomington South, a perennial state powerhouse, a 3-time state champion on the road.
Yeah, that final score is going to be 75-57 in favor of the Bulldogs. I don't know if we said that or not. You might have. But
I think we did.
I think we did.
But we
just making sure.
We
said
a lot of other
It's a good
things.
score.
75-57, New Albany Bulldogs, your victor here tonight. And there's just a feeling.
There's a lot to talk about.
There's quite the feeling right now.
Yeah.
A big New Albany crowd here on the road as well, through the snow, through the storm, like NBA Youngboy.
Okay.
You like that one?
Yeah, that was I knew one of those was bound to come by sometime during the show.
Every game, man. You know what time it is, Ethan?
It's time for the Candy Pierce with Jan Schultz Realtors postgame show.
We are in the postgame show.
It is time. It is time
for our final statistical recap. Underwritten by Interstate Photo. We do not waste time.
Let's do it.
Let's get straight into it. Noah Washington leading the way for the New Albany Bulldogs, 28 points. He didn't bother much passing here tonight. 0 assists, 4 rebounds.
Why would you pass when you're a walking bucket?
That's how I play in rec league basketball, man. If I get the ball, I am shooting. Reese McKee, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 steals for Reese. An impressive game for Carson Studemeyer in his debut for the New Albany Bulldogs. 15 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double for Mr. Stude. 2 points for TJ Washington. A bit of a disappointing night, but I'm sure he'll get his game going.
Yeah.
8 points for Ashton McKee off the bench. Seems like New Albany has found something really nice here with the 2 McKee brothers. It's like Noah Washington not going to the crowd. I got a little nervous.
Thought he was coming up here to talk to you.
Post-game Noah. See, I had art class in Noah last year. I don't think he remembers me that well. Seth Winslow is going to end with 2 points. He did a lot of the dirty work. 7 rebounds. 5 points for Grayson Grubbs. Did not miss.
What did he have, 3 blocks? Did Seth have 3 blocks, I believe?
3 blocks.
Yeah, some tough blocks.
3 points for Braxton Mayfield for the victorious New Albany Bulldogs. The losers of tonight's contest, the Bloomington South Panthers, I don't think looked all that bad. I think they had a little bit of a hangover from football, but your scoring being distributed only among 6 players is a bit of a problem. Jack Clark, 26 of the Panthers, 57 points. Duncan Combs following him up with 12. Carter Graham and Max Surdam both poured in 7 as well. Nate Lukes, 3, and then Connor Parker put in 2 for the Bloomington South Panthers. I think there could be a little bit of overreaction here from South. I think they're going to be fine. I think New Albany is just a more basketball, just a more game-ready team at this point.
And as I was saying about Bloomington South, it seemed like on offense that they obviously have a lot of good players, good scorers, but the distribution and the shot selection just wasn't something that you want to see on a basketball team. They were settling for a lot of threes, when I felt like they could have done more to advance the ball. They did drop the ball off quite a few times to number 34 Duncan Combs under the basket, and he definitely made some tough ones. But a lot of balls that they shouldn't have been shooting, settling for a lot of tough ones, and that is a lot part due to New Albany's defense.
I think part of it was just frustration on the Bloomington South.
When you get down that much, you start to force stuff, and you don't want to do that, but it just happens.
Just we're not getting good looks. They could not find them. New Albany just suffocating. I think a lot of that, the main man defensively for the Bulldogs.
Carson Studemeyer.
I was going to say Seth Winslow.
You were going to say Seth Winslow. Seth Winslow under the basket.
Seth down low and Studemeyer.
On the perimeter. It was impressive.
Ethan, it is getting late. It is 9 o'clock at night. I'm ready to wrap this thing up.
It is.
It's time to honor your Plainview Cleaners player of the game, the Plainview Cleaners player of the game. We got to do one for each team. Noah Washington and Jack Clark.
Yeah. I have no argument with that whatsoever. I couldn't have said it better myself. It would have been the exact same. So, yeah, great game for both those players. Obviously, Noah Washington, it felt like every time the ball touched his hand, it's just almost like it was going in. Somehow he was getting to the basket.
Well, it was definitely going up every time he got it.
Whether it was a three ball from downtown or a midi or ending somebody's career by dunking on them.
That was a nasty dunk.
That was a nasty dunk.
Highlight of the game that Noah Washington dunked.
Or that Reese McKee switchback behind the back.
I'm taking
that
the Noah
was
poster dunk.
That was cold. I mean, both of them were cold. But and once again, Jack Clark put up impressive numbers, as we said. Main ball distributor, and I saw him at the free throw line a lot, so he was definitely getting down and dirty in there.
You kept hating on him and saying he was going to miss.
Well, I don't think he missed a free throw all night, so shame on me. So
he heard you talking, man.
I think he did, and I think Seth heard you talking about his offensive production as well, trying to get in there.
Okay, he had 2 points.
Yeah, well, he did get that.
He
should have had that tough
nice
one.
defensive game.
Missed the free throws, but it happens.
Something like that. Thank you for joining us for an opening night win for New Albany Boys Basketball. This weekend, the boys team will play Friday night at home against Evansville Harrison.
Oh, that's a good game. I'll be there.
I will also be there.
I didn't know we had a game this week. That's cool.
We predict another New Albany win. Join us for live coverage right here on the Voice of the Bulldogs, 88.1 WNAS New Albany. For Ethan Beliles, I am Cooper Jaggers, saying good night.